Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that is now quite old, has become quite difficult to find, and is very collectible, especially in this fantastic working condition. We are looking at the 1973 release by Palitoy from their series of talking toys, and this particular one we're looking at today is of the talking Z Victor 4 police car, and it's all based on the highly popular television series of the time, Z Cars. Now, Z Cars was a police series. I suppose it was like an early version of the Bill, if you like, but it was a BBC production as opposed to ITV. It was very popular. It ran from 1962 until 1978. There was 12 series produced, and the episodes ran from between 25 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on which season you were looking at. It did spawn a few other programs off from the Z Car. So yeah, Softly, which was a later version of Z Cars, and Softly Task Force. And there was a few other, there was a few other spin-offs as well, but all based on the Z Cars TV series. So it ran from the 2nd of January 1962, and the final episode aired on the 20th of September 1978. And there was a total of 801 episodes produced. A little bit of trivia for you. During the 1970s, the BBC used to wipe their videotapes of the master film to free up space and use the tapes again. As a result, quite a lot of the episodes of Z Cars are actually missing because they wiped them from the archives. So currently 462 episodes of those 801 produced are missing. So there's only less than half that are still in the BBC archives. Anyway, that's another story. Let's get on to this item here. So this is the box it comes in, and it says talking Z Victor 4 police car uses 2 HP7 batteries not included. Just press the blue button on the roof to operate the Sayens. It's got 1973 British Broadcasting Company, made in Singapore, Palitoy Bradgate, and it's got an image of the police car. So that's the front of the box, or the side of the box, you say. If I just turn it over, that is the front of the box. If I turn it to the side, it's pretty much exactly the same again, but it's got talking Z Victor 4 police car, uses 2 HP7 batteries not included. Just press the blue button on the roof to operate the Sayens. Again, there's an image of the actual car that appears in the TV series, and it's got manufactured by Tommy in Singapore for Bradgate Wholesale Division of Palitoy Limited, Colville, Leicester, England. And you've got a Palitoy Bradgate Division logo on the bottom right hand side. And if we turn it around to the other side, exactly the same again, so I won't read it all again. But if we go to the end, let's just zoom out a little bit. It says talking Z Victor 4 police car, just press the blue button on the roof to operate the Sayens, and its catalogue number, let me just zoom in on that catalogue numbers, I can't quite read it, 28520, and there you can see an image there of the blue button which is on the roof, and you just press that blue button to make the car talk. Now if we turn it around the upper end, again it's got talking Z Victor 4 police car, operating instructions: place 2 HP7 batteries in the base of the car as illustrated, and you've got the same catalogue number there, and then you've got an illustration of how the batteries go in the car. Okay, so that is the box. There's not, as with anything on these, there was nothing on the bottom. Okay, let's open the box, let's get the car out, and let's have a look at it outside of the box. Okay, so I've removed the car from the box, and this is what we got. So this is the Z Victor 4 police car, talking police car, and this is what it looks like. It's a nice size car, in actual fact. It's not a small one. So we're looking at a size, I just want to measure one end to the other. We're looking at 21 centimetres in length. That's from the front bumper to the back bumper. which corresponds to just over 8 inches. If we measure across the bottom, which is going to be the widest point, we're looking at 8 centimeters or 3 inches. And if we measure from the lowest point, which is the bottom of the wheel, to the top, the highest point, which is the top of the siren or the button, you're looking at 9 centimeters. You can just see that there. Okay, so that is the size of the car, and you can see it's got the police logos along the side, and the police sign on the front, and the police on the side again. And it is the police car of the time of the 1970s, which was the Triumph 2500 car, which they used, which was very popular with the police back in the 1970s. Now it's obviously all white plastic, and it's got a silver grille. It is losing some of its colouring on the grille and the bumper there. You can see where just age is starting to flake off the silver colouring on the plastic, which happens from time to time on the ages when they get quite old. And the same things happen on the back. The number plate on the back says stop, and then you can see the stickers at the back, which are the lights. Okay, functionalities. Well, the only functionality really is the free rolling wheels, so you can push the car along at your leisure, apart from the talking voice box. Now, I know that's what we all want to hear, so let's press a button and see if it works. Quick after that car. Quick after that car. Quick after that car. Quick after that car. Okay, now these... Quick after that car. The voice boxes are supposed to be... The sounds are supposed to be random, but it seems to be just saying the same one. I don't know if it's... Quick after that car. If it's how hard... There's been a break-in at the bank. Oh, there we go. There's been a break-in at the bank. Quick after that car. Quick after that car again. There's been a break-in at the bank. A break-in at the bank. And there's the siren. Quick after that car. Quick after that car. That's the siren again. Yep. So it's supposed to be random, the sounds. Oh, there we go. There was a fourth one, calling all Z cars. Quick after that car. Quick after that car. And there's a siren. Okay, so that's the sound. So you can see that they're working. The buttons are not as... I mean, it should just... play at first press, but because of the age of the item, quick after that car, you have to press down on the button. Calling all Z cars. He's got a gun. Oh, I haven't heard that one before. He's got a gun. So there we are. So that's basically how it works. So you press a button down and the sound comes out. Obviously it's not as quick after that car, as clear as it could have. Well, actually, it is quite clear. There's been a break-in at the bank. But the button can... There's been a break-in at the bank. Does seem to be a little bit temperamental. So anyway, so that's the voice box. We've heard all the sounds. We know they all work. You just have to play with the button and press it. You can hear the motor come on every time you press the button. You can hear it spinning. And if it just carries on spinning, you just press it. It's going to call me a liar now. Okay, so I've only actually got one battery in here. It probably requires 2 batteries, but I did only put 1 battery in because that's all I could find that was actually working. So there we go. So you may need to put 2 batteries in there. Maybe it's like it is because I've only got 1 battery powering it through. In fact, let me just go and see if I can find another battery. Okay, so I've put a second battery in and see if it's made any difference. Okay, so it seems to be working a lot better with 2 batteries in. So obviously it's now running on 3 volts as opposed to 1.5 volts. So it obviously does make a difference with the 2 batteries. So I will leave the 2 batteries in. And there we go, we press it again. It seems to be working for the first time with the 2 batteries in. So obviously you do need to have the 2 batteries rather than just the 1 battery that I did have in before. Okay, so that is the car, and I must say it's great. It's fully working. A lovely model from a vintage time back in the 1970s, from a great television show, I must say. I remember my parents watching Z Cars religiously. They thought it was one of the best programs on television back when we were children. We was never allowed to watch it when we was that young because it was more geared for adults than it was really for children. So, but there we are. Anyway, how well did these do back in the day, I hear you ask? Well, as with all the Palitoy talking toys, they've done remarkably well. This one probably would have been one of the least popular ones that they would have produced. I mean, they've done a variety of different Daleks. They also done the Batmobile, and there was quite a few other vehicles that they did that were talking. And of course, then the Z Cars police car. Of the popularity of all of them, this one was probably the least, because it was more of an adult show rather than a children's show. Doctor Who was obviously a children's show, Batman obviously a children's show. So why they did one of Z Cars does beg the question when it wasn't really a kids program. But there we are. That's it. But it still sold very well. They did, I don't know what the quantities were, but they obviously produced them, sold them, and the rest is history. So let's move forward now 52 years to where we are today, which is 2025. Do these cars come up very often on the platforms? Well, they do appear semi-regularly on the platforms. Most of the time they're in non-working condition. Now, the thing with the voice boxes on these cars, and with all of the Palitoy toys really, most of the time the reason they stop working is because the voice box, a very, very basic voice box, and it gets jammed up with dust and fluff and dirt. Usually, if you open the voice box up, give it a good clean with some electrical cleaner or WD-40 or anything like that, you can usually get the motor to start working again. And if you can put it all back together the same way you took it apart, it will start or it will talk the same as what this one does. However, this one I haven't needed to do anything to it because the motor still functions from the day it was made, I'm guessing, ever since we have had this. We've got a few of these actually, but each of the ones that we've got, we haven't had to do anything with because they've all functioned. But I did see on the platforms when I was looking around doing some research on them, there is quite a few that pop up from time to time. And most of them say that they're non-functional, non-working. So whether someone's tried or attempted to fix the voice boxes or not, I don't know. Or whether the voice boxes are just all clogged up with dirt and muck and fluff, who knows. But that's a chance you've got to take if you are buying on a platform. Maybe it's fixable, maybe it's not. Or Now, one thing I just want to say is what I do need to keep telling you is that if you're buying on a platform, be very careful, because quite a lot of them use stock photographs and stock descriptions. So if you looking at a page and you hit the buy button, you may actually be ordering a used item which is not the same description and not the same images of what you're looking at on the page. So do be a bit careful. If you go to order and it says order used, click the used button or the used word, and it will take you to a description and an image of the actual item you're about to buy. Otherwise you can end up disappointed. We hear it from loads of our customers that bought on the platforms. They tell us stories of that they've ordered this item and it's come completely different, or they've ordered a new item and all they've got is a broken second-hand one. So just be very careful, because they can be a little bit misleading. Alternatively, you don't need to go for that rigmarole. You can come to us direct at Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles, where we do not believe in stock photographs, and what you see on our website is exactly the item that you will be purchasing. And this particular item, as of today, is now available to purchase on the Midas Touch website. And we do have a couple of these, so which is good. And you can get to the website very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Palitoy items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful Palitoy talking Z Victor 4 police car with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next video. So bye for now.